ASAP Ant, man, you turn to 2FacedTV, man. Go and lock in, man. How this podcast out. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 2FacedTV. It's your boy Mex, aka Groovy M. Call me what you want, just don't go to police on me. And I'm with my special co-host.
Hey guys, it is. Don't say that. It's your girl La Asia, aka La Dollars, aka La Dizzle with the sizzle.
Yes, sir.
Know what I'm saying? What's up? How you feeling? What's going on today?
Man. We had a good weekend.
We did. We went out, guys.
For the first time.
Yup.
Facts.
And we got lit. He can't hang though.
Bro, stop it.
Dead body.
I was no dead body. You wanted to get home safe, right?
Yeah, bro.
Right,
but
cool.
still,
you feel me?
Whatever. You was sleeping in the spot.
I wasn't asleep. I was resting my
eyes.
Yeah.
See, that's what old people say.
Resting my eyes.
That's what old people say, bro. Whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it like it is, though. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, today. We're going to do a little bit of current events, you know, because there's been a lot of stuff going on in the past week, 2 weeks or so, that we just want to cover and give our opinions on. And yeah, so I wanted to start with, I hope you looked into it, like I told you to. The shooting in Atlanta with the Asian women. Did you look into it?
I seen the headlines.
Okay.
He had a bad day.
Exactly. So,
let's talk about
for those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody does know about it. This white man decided that he wanted to get up and kill 8 Asian women. Right? Let me get the exact day. Atlanta shooting. It says 21 hours ago, so I'm guessing it was.
Maybe that was an update on the article.
Yeah, it has to be. But I don't really know which day it was. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have did this before I got on here. But basically, yes, he said he had a bad day, and also I seen another article where he said he was sexually frustrated, and he felt like they were like taunting him because they worked in a spa or something like that. Now we have this thing where, I'm just going to say it. Black people, we do not have to be allies to everyone, okay? Why? Because 1, we are never focused on what's going on in our community. And 2, because these other marginalized groups are not there for us when it's time for them to be there for us. But, you know, Black people, we want to be welcoming. We want to be, you know, caring and loving. And, oh, yeah, like, stop Asian hate. But, like, what about us? Like, you want to know why when we deal with the police shootings, they bring up Black on Black crime? Because we do not support each other, bro. Yeah. We don't support each other. And then it was like when the whole, you know, protest and stuff was going on over the summertime for George Floyd.
They kept making it about everything else.
Exactly.
Why don't I do this when...
Exactly. And then it was just like, honestly, I don't know if you've seen any of the protests and stuff that was going on, but it was for over the summer. It was a lot of white people out there.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of white people out there.
Did you protest? I actually did.
I did. I wanted to do the one that they had going down Jamaica Avenue because they had a few of them where they walked through my neighborhood, but my mom was like, oh, you know, it might not be safe or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, sure. But it was one that they was having over by my job, and you know they had a whole bunch of them in the city. So we went to the BBQs over there, and they was like, they started it or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like I wanna be a part of this, like I wanna see what's going on. But it's just like everybody is talking about, ever since coronavirus started, there has been an influx in Asian hate. That's what they're calling it.
Crime. Yeah,
Asian crime. You know. And they're saying like people are being attacked and this and that. But like I said, we do not always have to be allies when it comes to things like this because they got their own shit on lock. Like when, like I said, back to the protests in the summertime, they have the nail salons, they have the Chinese food stores in our neighborhood. Did you see any of them protesting outside with us, bro? Did you see any of them? Right. No, you didn't. So why is it that when this happens to them, and yes, it's a tragedy, that should never happen to anyone. But the main situation is if you want all of that shit to come to a cease, end white supremacy. That's it. Because it's like, that's why that man woke up that day and felt like he could do what he did. Because he's a white man.
White privilege?
It's white privilege. Like, who wakes up and just thinks of something like that, like I'm having a bad day, I'm sexually frustrated, I feel like these women are taunting me sexually, I'm gonna kill them. That's what the problem at hand is. If you want all of this to stop, you end white supremacy. But the fact of the matter is that, like I said, when it boils down to it, we are in this by ourselves. As black people,
at the end of the day, yes,
we're in it by ourselves.
No matter what's going on, at the end of the day,
that's it, bro. We're always the enemy. We do not have to always be Captain Save-A-Holes. When the coronavirus happened, what was they doing to the black people in China? They was kicking them out of the hotels, bro. They was trying to get them out of China.
Because they was American?
Yes, and they was black people.
There we go.
So it's just like, granted, you know, people are like, oh no, I have Asian friends. Okay, cool, you have your few Asian friends, bro, but as a whole, have you ever seen them? Bro, you ever gone to the beauty supply store? They follow you around. Like, a black face, they follow you around.
But I feel like that goes for everybody. Like, when something happens to a particular race or culture, everybody has those friends. Like, I have those friends.
Yeah, you have those friends, but
no, but I'm saying, like, the same way people, like you said, I have Asian friends over the summer. I have black friends, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't, like I said, a lot in the world is hot and cold. It's like 1 week it matters, the next week it doesn't. Not just with social media trends, it's a lot in life that's hot and cold with people. They only care about it when it's in their face. Once it goes away, they really could give two fucks about it. But
it's just like, we don't always have to be the ones to put everybody else on our back. It's not our responsibility, you know, because we're marginalized just like them. But the difference between us and them is that
we speak up. I feel like we speak up more.
We do. But and then there was also a case where there was an Asian police officer that killed a black man. And what did the Asians do? They got out there and they rallied on behalf of that police officer. So that tells you everything that you need to know right there. They are not on our side. And like I said, yes, the situation at hand is a tragedy. Yes, that should never happen to anybody. Like, no matter what the race of the 8 women were. But the fact of the matter is that they were Asian. And now there's a whole Stop Asian Hate movement on behalf of black people. But they're not our friends.
Right.
Like, they're not our friends, to be honest. So for me, I feel as though it's like everybody just trying to make themselves like show in a different kind of light. Like, oh, like I care, you know, like, and I want you to know that I'm here for you. That's fine. You can be here for them, but make sure you're here for your people. It is, and it's make sure you here for your people first. Because I got a lot of people on Instagram, social media talking about Stop Asian Hate. But what about when whatever's going on with black people? Like, what's up? Like, where was y'all? I didn't see no posts. I didn't see nobody out there protesting. I didn't see nobody speaking up on it. So I don't. Me, I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that, and I feel like I said, black people as a whole, we need to stick together. And we put a lot of other groups before us, and that's why we'll always end up last.
Or that, or I would say we don't go as hard for ourselves as we do other groups or other shit that's going on.
Like,
that's why, like, certain shit I really, not saying I just stay quiet on it, but it's like, because I can't feel myself going hard about certain shit, and I know 2 weeks from now niggas ain't gonna give a fuck. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So certain shit you just gotta know when to pick your battles, bro. Not pick your battles, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you stepping out for.
It says, right? It says, it's so dehumanizing to try to make black people carry the burdens of other marginalized groups. We are not the Avengers. We're not. It's not our job.
Yeah.
We're supposed to all, like, as minorities, we're supposed to all be on, like, level playing field.
Right.
But it's not like that. It's like everybody looks to black people to be like, okay, what to do? Are you guys going to step in? Are you guys going to help us? Are you guys going to help us when the tables turn? If not, don't look at me for shit, to be honest. And, you know, some people are not going to like what I'm saying, but that's just the truth. And that's just how I feel. So.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, it's my opinion, you know, and a lot of people don't agree because, like I said, I got a lot of people on my Instagram that's like, Stop Asian Hate. And for me being...
That's fine.
No, that's fine.
That's
because
fine.
It's, like I said, nobody deserves to go through that.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is that they still do it to us. So, stop black hate from Asians. Stop black hate from whites. You feel me? Just
Black hate.
Stop black hate in general. But we don't have a hashtag for that. Like, but what do I know? You know, I'm just speaking my opinion. That's just how I feel on the situation, you know. And yeah, I just wanted to
get that off.
Yeah, I had to get that off, bro, because when I tell you, I seen so many posts on it, and I'm just like, yo, us as a whole, we got to do better. We got to come together. We got to be better. We got to be stronger, and we got to worry about ourselves before we worry about anybody else.
Right.
You know, because it's just like I said, they got their shit on lock. Like, you see the Asians walking around college campus, all of them got money. They come to my job, bro, and they showing pay stubs and W-2s and bank statements. They all got money. All of them. So they got it figured out. They don't need us, to be honest. And that's the fact. That's just it.
You know what's crazy? This is going to go not way left, but this goes left from the topic. But it's like, yo, I feel like black people are the only people that don't have their own neighborhood.
They don't.
Does that make sense?
And then it's like, we have parts in the neighborhoods, but it's not the nice parts, though. You don't think so?
No. What I mean is, you have Chinatown.
Oh, yeah.
The Jewish community.
You got Spanish Harlem.
Everything that's there is owned by them. Not so-and-so from this country. No. Everything there is owned by them. The stores, the dry cleaners, the supermarket, the pet store, everything is owned by them. They don't have to go nowhere for shit. They got their
own hospitals, everything.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, black people is the only race that doesn't have their own neighborhood.
And when we did, they destroyed it.
But there's a Chinatown in every city, though. So that really...
But that's what I'm saying.
They destroyed that 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, granted, yes, they destroyed it 100 years ago, but there's no reason why that was the only one. You get what I'm saying? So, it's... We need to get on that, too.
That's what I'm saying.
That blows my mind.
If we was to be able to get on the same level as
you
these
said
other
same
groups,
level playing field. You did say that.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not like that, though. Because it's like, you know, we're all minorities. We're all seen as less to the white man. But
it's a different level of less.
Exactly. Because what's the stereotype behind an Asian kid? Like, oh, you're smart. You know, you know science. Oh, you're a nerd. You watch anime. You do this. You do that. What's the stereotype of a black man? What's the stereotype of a black woman? She loud. She ghetto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Obnoxious.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's not the same level of playing field, but that's also because they stick together, and you see that they stick together. When you go into they shops, all of them work together. The owner's Chinese, the workers are Chinese. You don't see no Spanish women working. Like, honestly, okay, there's only one nail salon that I know.
It don't matter. The majority of the times is them.
Yeah, but listen to this. The owner is Asian. The workers are Spanish. So she still got it on lock because that's her spot. Like, and she got workers. And she don't work. Like, she has like select clients, you know, that'll come in and ask for her or whatever. But other than that, if you going on a regular day, she's sitting there, she's chilling. So it's just like once we get to a point where we have our own neighborhoods, we got our own businesses, you know, like
we got neighborhoods.
We're united, but not like you go into my neighborhood right now. It's a mix.
I know, I get what you're saying.
It's not like, you know, you go into Williamsburg and you just got straight Jews, like
that shit's crazy. Just
straight Jews.
And it's crazy because it's a block from the projects. Very wild.
Yeah, I know, because my aunt live in Bushwick. Like,
that's wild.
It's two different worlds, and it's like all you got to do is cross the street,
one
bro.
Block. That shit is crazy.
All you got to do is cross the street, and it's two different worlds. The hospital, first off, Woodhull is right there. Woodhull is the worst hospital in Brooklyn, bro. The worst hospital. And then you drive up a few blocks, and you see their hospital, and you like, oh, wow. Yeah. And their hospital is beautiful. Like, the architecture on the outside and everything is amazing. And it's just like, but that's because they figured it out a long time ago. You know, they figured out what works for them, and they figured out how to keep their community and their people in check and on lock. And it worked for them. And as you can see, because them Jewish people, you know, even though they walk around with flip phones and whatever, you check their bank accounts. Ridiculous. And then it's crazy because it's like they also have projects over there too, but their projects is literally all Jewish people. But they figured out how to work the system because they know that public housing has to go based off of income. So if the wife is on a lease and the husband is not on it and the wife is not working, they not paying nothing. They be on welfare. They be having benefits, all of that, because they figured it out. That's how they keep so much money. But you got black people, we get on welfare and benefits and we stay on it for the rest of our lives. Like,
it's crazy because there's more Caucasians on
it is
public assistance
it
than
is,
anybody.
which is the crazy part.
You wouldn't know that because the way they try to make it seem like black people are dependent on it, which some people are, but it doesn't deter from the fact that, like I said, majority of the people are not black.
Well,
we got a long way to go.
We do.
We got a long way to go, but
I hope it starts with. I think it starts with this generation now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Z.
say. I feel like it started already.
Or just like generation. What are we? Gen Z, right? Are we Gen Z or are we Gen
We
X?
before Gen Z. Gen Z would be like somebody younger than us.
Nah, I don't think so.
They would put us in Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z is the newest generation born between 1997 and 2012, 2015.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we're Gen Z.
Barely.
And then what's the one before us? Oh, millennials. Millennials too.
I thought we was millennials.
Nah, we're not.
I mean, yeah, barely.
Millennials is literally like
95 and down.
1998 and 1994/6. Between 25 and 40 years old. So
wait,
yeah.
What year?
1998, and then it can go up to either 1994 or some people say 1996.
So we're millennials.
No. What year were you born in?
98. That's what you just read.
But it's capping at 1996. That's 2 years before you.
No. You read.
I said 1981.
No, you didn't.
Bro, yes, I did.
We have a video. You did not say that.
Bro, all right, whatever. I did. I said 1981, 1994, and some people say 1996.
We're going to check the video. You did not say that.
All right, whatever.
You did not say that.
Okay, sure. But yeah, we're Gen Z. Right before that is millennials. And I think before that are those. I don't think those
boomers?
are boomers.
No. What's the one before?
Can't be boomers.
Boomers is like the 60s.
Let me see.
Those are people they're trying to get rid of.
I'm crying. If it'll load, I'll tell you right now. Bro, I'm trying to click on the photo. Okay. So, oh yeah. We're Gen Z, then it's millennials, Generation Y. Oh no, Generation X is before millennials. And then before Generation X is baby boomers, excuse me. That's 1946 to 1964. Also, my father is a boomer.
Yeah, my dad is. No, my mom and dad were boomers.
My mother's 74. So she's Generation X, and my father is a boomer. And then the silent generation, they call it silent generation / lucky few. That's 1928 to 1945. Yeah, that's old.
My grandfather.
Yeah, grandpa, grandma. Those are the lucky. I don't know why they call them that. Lucky few, I guess.
The fuck was lucky about? You gonna have to look into that. You gonna have to look into that because.
So what's so lucky about that? Yeah, because they went through a lot back then. All right, so we could switch gears. Talk about this damn vaccine. Are you gonna get the vaccine?
No.
Yeah, me either, y'all. I haven't got a vaccine since vaccines were required, which was high school, right? For what? One, I remember, right? I would get the flu vaccine and my arm would hurt. No.
Oh, yeah.
My arm would hurt for days, bro.
Facts, like you was fucking lifting weights and some
why?
shit.
Why does a shot do that to you?
Yeah, I remember that.
You've never thought
you go home, you fall asleep, and then you wake up.
Bro, and you like, yo, what did they do to me? Like, what did they give me? So and then on top of that, people don't read, right? Because the main reason why people keep telling me they want to get it is because they're like, oh, I want to travel. One, to get tested is still required in order for you to leave the country. Mm-hmm. Two, a vaccination does not stop you from being exposed to the virus. You can still get it. You can still get it.
Isn't that the same for all vaccines though?
That's what I'm saying though. But people were like, "Oh, I want to get vaccinated because they thinking about immunity. Immunity and vaccinations are two different things, bro. You get immunity when you get sick the first time, and then your antibodies fight off the sickness, and then if it comes back a second time, it's either not as strong or you just can't get sick again.
Right.
But it's been proven that you can get corona multiple times because people have gotten it
multiple times,
numerous times. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like for the sole reason people to say they want to get it is to travel, you can still get sick. Like, and you still have to get tested to go anywhere. So my thing is, what's the point? Like, why are they pushing it so much when it's literally not gonna stop anything. Like they said, Corona's not gonna go away. It's gonna be like the flu. It's gonna be around now for forever. You know how you got flu season when it's cold out. Corona be the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. So it's just like, what's the point? There are people. Didn't this one lady die from it? I think it said she had got
from the vaccine.
Yeah.
It was called die from the vaccine, I believe.
Lady, hold on, died from.
Like he got the vaccine and like a week or two later he was out of here.
Lady dies from vaccine in Utah. Yep. Utah woman 39 dies 4 days after second dose of COVID-19 vaccine. They said she was healthy. Said it was nothing wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she died. So it shows that one is an experiment. You cannot experiment on humans, bro. You can't do that. Because not even just because, you just can't do that. Like, there shouldn't even be like a because, no reason, bro. Yeah. You can't do that. That's like testing stuff on animals. That's why people stop that in the first place. Like, it's cruel and it's inhumane. Your test subjects are not living beings. So, and then it's like the people are like legitimately like volunteering themselves to do this.
Yeah, I'll do it.
They not paying you. None of that.
No, what's that shit? Like a
what?
I don't know. Like you sign like a non-disclosure, like
NDA.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, you saying
NDA,
like just the
like,
things that you sign up for to like get paid and stuff like that?
No, not even that. Like, all right, like if some shit go left, like
you know
what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
you know, like when you go skydiving, like whatever
like,
they make you sign,
like a waiver, like
a waiver. But nah, they not doing that. And then it's just like if you work somewhere and it's mandated, cool, sure, get the vaccine. That's fine. Like that's your job. You have no choice. But if it's not mandated, why would you want to put said sickness in your body? And then they're saying, oh, it's because it's supposed to help. Like, if you do get sick, you won't die from it. Like, basically, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So, either way, my chances is slim. If I do get the vaccine, I still have a chance of being sick, whether I'm exposed or my body just reaches the point where I get sick. Or I just don't get it and I just get sick and then I fight it off. You feel me? Because the only people that really have, like, no chance of surviving it is one, underlying health issues, and two, people who are older. So I guess those are the people that should really be getting vaccinated. Then they just approved it for DMV workers to get vaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated, and that's just what it is. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. I just want y'all to read up on what you're putting in your body before you do it, you know, because like I said, it's an experiment. Like they don't know what can happen to you. Because everybody's body reacts differently. Yes. Exactly. So the 39-year-old that died in Utah, her body didn't react well to it. And that's why she passed away, you know? And you just don't want to be another person that goes through that same thing because you decided, hey, yeah, let me just go get it. If it's not mandated, just don't do it, y'all. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah, to be honest. And if you really want to make sure that you're healthy, ginger shots, take your vitamins, drink your water, eat your fruits, whatever.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't really know if that works. You know, so many things about that. Now they're talking about double masking. Like I said before, I got asthma. Crazy. I'm not, bro, I'm not putting on 2 masks. It's not happening. I already can't breathe as is. And it's getting hot outside. No.
That shit is OV?
I refuse, bro. Like in the summertime, was you walking around with a mask on? Exactly. So.
No, I wasn't.
I'm not walking around New York 95-degree weather with 2 masks on.
2 masks on, like
they want
clown.
Me, bro. They want me to pass out on the streets. They want me to. They want me to be in the train station in New York City, hot ass train stations with 2 masks on, and they want me to pass out. They want me to.
Nah, 2 masks is crazy.
That's what is that supposed to do? Like I really want them to tell me what's that supposed to do. I want them to inform me. Oh, I just figured out something I could do on my laptop. See?
2 masks is really crazy.
Bro.
That's funny.
Crazy is not... That's overkill, bro. That's overkill. They're not saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna mandate everybody to take X amount of vitamins each day and take ginger shots, whatever. That right there would be more like, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. But 2 masks, that's like putting on 2 condoms, bro. Like... I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. Like, is it supposed to be like, nah, but really, like
extra safe?
That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
it's like, you ever heard of that though? Like, a nigga put on 2 condoms?
Nah, bro.
Okay.
I don't think you listen.
I've heard some stories.
I don't know if a nigga gonna have blood circulation if you put on 2 condoms. That's crazy.
Well, one big, one small. So it don't. But I'm saying though, like the friction is gonna make one pop. They both gonna pop, actually.
Yeah.
So it defeats the purpose. That's what I'm saying. Like, you see the direction I'm going in, right? You get what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, with 2 masks, you literally breathing in the same air because it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere with 1, but 2 is really not going nowhere.
Exactly.
That was funny.
Exactly. Thanks. I'm a funny person.
That was funny.
Know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't get vaccinated, y'all. Just don't do it. Not unless you
Not
have
yet.
to. Until it's kind of like new
up in the air.
phones, you know, like
Until you know.
you sleepy grandpa.
Until you know what's, the pros and cons, leave that shit alone.
My aunt got vaccinated twice, but that's because she's a nurse. Oh, excuse me. So she had no choice, but like I said, it's like brand new iPhones, like when it first come out, they didn't figure out all the kinks yet, they don't know what works, what doesn't work. And you wait for the feedback from your customers, like, yo, this is what's wrong with it, this is what's wrong with it, yada, yada, yada. So just wait it out if you do want to get vaccinated. Wait till they come out with like the 4th batch, and then maybe that'll be the one that's the normal one, and it'll have like mild side effects. Because I heard now like there are a whole bunch of people who have weird side effects. I'm about to look it up. COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I seen
effects.
Bell's palsy is one of the side effects.
It says pain, redness, swelling throughout the rest of your body, tiredness, headaches, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea. So, okay. The side effects of the vaccine are okay, whatever. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking because it just doesn't make any sense. If you look up the symptoms of COVID-19, it's literally the same thing as the side effects of the vaccine. But okay, whatever. They know what they're doing, right? The CDC knows because that's who posted this. The CDC.
Those are the same people that's telling us prepare for
The zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was a news channel. No, it was the CDC. I don't know, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all better get y'all beans and y'all corn ready.
Yes, they put out just in case tips.
I know all the tips, so if y'all need any tips on the zombie apocalypse, just write me, y'all, and I'll tell you.
Niggas is fried.
What? He gonna be mad when he a zombie and I'm not. I'm just saying. It's gonna be you before me.
Okay. So how long you think you gonna last?
Forever.
You don't even have supplies. That's the thing.
What do you mean I don't have supplies?
You got a bunker? No.
You don't know what I got.
You ain't got no fucking bunker.
You don't know what I have.
Damn bunker.
You don't need a bunker to survive a zombie apocalypse,
Oh, yeah?
bro. Yeah.
Okay. We gonna see. We gonna find out. We gonna find out.
It depends. It also depends
No,
on
it
the type of
depends.
zombies.
No.
Like if it's like the zombies from I Am Legend, those wasn't zombies. Those was aliens. But if it's like the zombies from like The Walking Dead, then it's fine.
Walkers. But you know what's it called was set in 2021.
What? I Am Legend? That's a lie. I gotta rewatch the movie. You said that to me, or did somebody else? Somebody else. Was it Val? Did you tell me that Val said that?
I didn't tell you shit.
You don't have to be so aggressive. You see, this is what I deal with. Anyways, somebody else mentioned that I Am Legend was supposed to be set for 2021. Supposedly there was a scene that he said like
what year was
the year. I gotta rewatch the movie to see what he
said 2012, not 2021.
See.
But was supposed to be dead then.
Yeah,
2012, with December 21st, 2012, we was supposed to die.
Yeah.
I was in school, scared as fuck that day.
Really? I wasn't.
Shit.
You know what I thought about? Because remember, they kept saying a specific date. My thing is,
how would you know?
That and everywhere in the world doesn't have the same date.
So if some shit was gonna happen, it would have happened the night before.
Exactly, somewhere else.
In Japan. Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
So there's no way for us to like, if they say it's gonna be a catastrophe, and the whole world is supposed to end, yada, 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 and they give you a specific date, it's not real because, like I said, every part of the world is on different times.
That's crazy because that shit, that used to scare me.
Not me. I love watching
funny.
those type of movies. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, thank you.
You don't like those movies? I like movies about even though I'm fearful of tsunamis, I like movies about tsunamis. I like movies about zombies. I like movies about like
Shit that
the
you
world
wouldn't want to
ending.
be a part
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, with zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't mind though.
Mm.
But the other two, nah. What?
Nothing. You.
I feel like you judging me.
I'm not.
Are you judging me?
We gotta get you some artillery. We talked about this already.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
I want to get my gun license
All right,
once I
fine.
move to Texas. Cause you know New York is not open carry. I don't got time for that. I need my sis on my hip.
You need your blick
Yeah, on my hip or on my ankle.
in case somebody act up.
Run up, get done up.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get a shirt that say that when I get
You
my
gotta
gun.
put that on your back though, so niggas is looking at it when they behind you.
So they think twice before
Like,
they
damn,
run
I
up.
can't. Yeah, she might.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reflex is too fast like that. I'm like a cat.
Oh, now you Wild Wild West. You a
Yeah.
cowboy now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quick draw.
Hip fire, yeah.
Like that. Know what I'm
Follow,
saying?
I got you.
Don't play. Don't play with me. I'm not one of them. Know what I'm saying? What? It's true. I mean what I say. I say what I mean, y'all. It's not a joke. Anyways. All right. What you got? What you got? What's going on?
On current events?
Yeah.
I mean, we just gonna keep certain shit separate. I feel like this episode is kind of,
Kind of what?
I thought he was gonna keep the serious tip going. Lil Mama.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all.
Lil Mama in
We kind of spoke about this in
episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1, where he brought it up actually. Remind the people what you said.
Okay. I don't even know how long ago it was, but long story short, it was on the news.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about giving children the right to, I guess, decide what gender
Mm-hmm.
they want to be identified as and whatnot. And we just talked about how outlandish I feel like it is. Not outlandish, but it's kind of it's a bit extreme. I find it to be a bit extreme. And now you tell me that said person on social media is
Lil Mama, aka Bow Wow.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is I don't even know like what possessed her to just randomly spark up this conversation. Did it just happen out of nowhere or something?
When I had seen it on the Shade Room, I had seen a video that she posted herself, but then I had seen the video of her going live on the Shade Room where she was talking about basically she felt as though since children are not allowed to vote, they should not be allowed to.
Well, I said kids should be paying taxes. That's
Yeah,
what I said.
she felt as though they shouldn't be allowed to choose their sex or whatever. And then it was just like basically she was against it. That's what she said. She had a conversation with somebody else. I didn't fully watch it through, so I'm not really sure if they agree with each other or not. This is a sensitive topic, because of the climate of the world that we live in right now. And there are a lot of people who are accepted these days. There are a lot of things that are accepted these days. Like I said before, I say it again, I'm all for everyone living their lives, happily and freely. I don't put anything past children because children can be very, very smart.
They're sponges.
Yeah, they're sponges. They soak up whatever they see, and they're very impressionable at that age. I don't really believe in like social media and shows and YouTubes being the reason for kids, like being gay or wanting to be the opposite gender or just like claiming non-gender, like, oh, I'm non-binary, etc., etc. So for that, and for me, I feel as though since I am not a part of the LGBTQ plus community, there's not really things that I can speak on because I don't understand it. So like I said, I let people live their lives and I let parents be parents. You have some parents that are against it, and you have some parents that are for it. What I do not agree with is the whole forcing your kids to be what you want them to be. So there was a celebrity that adopted a little black boy. I can't remember which celebrity it was. And from the moment that she got the kid, she dressed him up in dresses, so he never really got the choice to decide whether he wanted to be a little boy or a little girl, So that I don't agree with. But, me and him will definitely have like different parenting styles when it comes to things. If I have my 5-year-old, 6-year-old come to me and they're like, hey, mommy, I want to wear dresses. Sure, It's fine. And maybe, who knows, somewhere down the line, he's like, you know what, Ma, I don't want to do that no more. Okay, cool. Like, that's your choice, you know? Because like Mexi said in the first episode, kids always like pick up on different things. And sometimes it's something that it stays with them. And sometimes it's something that doesn't stay with them. Like, it's just something they do for a moment, you know? So like when I was young, I used to play with cars, you know? But that wasn't like long lived. That was mostly because all my uncles had was cars to play with. So it was just like, I had to find interest in it, you know? But it wasn't something that stayed with me. Like, now I'm not really a cars girl. Like, I could talk about a Honda Accord all day because that's what I want. But don't ask me about no other cars, I can't tell you. You know, but I don't know, bro. Just, I don't know.
I don't know either. But like I said, the same thing I said, like, should they be paying taxes then if they making these types of decisions? Because that's basically what she said.
They don't work though, so how they gonna pay taxes?
You know what I'm saying though. She said they too young to smoke cigarettes, too young to drink alcohol, too young to get a license, go to the club, gamble, rent a car, but old enough to cut their genitals off and change their genders. We gotta draw a line somewhere. Like, I don't know, but like you said, certain shit. I mean,
so does that mean that now you guys like would advocate for kids to have more say over just like their body? You know, would it also be like you said? I wouldn't say like clubs and stuff like that. Of course, that's out of the.
I mean, clubs and alcohol is crazy.
Yeah, but I'm saying like being able to like vote on certain things. You know.
Yeah, why not?
I think so.
Why the fuck not?
Because honestly, like, and I said this all the time, even growing up, I don't think that the people. First of all, you can't vote until you're 18, right? But the fact of the matter is, the decisions that whatever president makes, it affects the younger generation more than it affects the older generation. Right. So it's just like, why is it that what?
No, like pretty much like laws that are being passed is not really going to affect anybody but the younger people, because more times than not, you're not going to be able to see, well, especially older people, you probably won't be able to see the real change that's supposed to be implemented anyway. So
it's just like, are things like that to follow, you know, to coexist with the whole, like, okay, kids can now make their own decision over like what gender they want to be, you know, like if they decide to cut off their genitals, whatever, you know, things like that. And I just feel like if something like that is going to be implemented, then, you know, we just got to start taking our kids more serious, you know, because even though they are young, that doesn't mean that their minds are not where they're supposed to be. Like, yes, they still have a lot to learn when it comes to, you know, like the world itself and how cruel the world can be, number one, but also just like the do's and don'ts of, you know, being outside in the world by yourself.
But that's parenting too, no?
Yeah.
It all goes hand in hand, honestly.
It do. But it's just like, it's crazy because at my job, you know, when you work at the DMV, it's either you male or you female on the application. And I had a customer.
Say something about that?
He was like, you know, like, do you guys have anything where you like just can't put the gender? And it's crazy because like when he came up to me, like, you know, his nails are painted and things like that, like, and he was really nice. And it was just like something, it just crossed my mind, like I feel as though he would not want this on his ID. And he asked me the question, and I was just like, you know, that's something that you have to contact either the commissioner or the governor about because it was some talk about like having Gen X on there, which meant like nothing, you know, but at the same time, and we had a training on it too. Like, we had a training that they sent out, and it was literally all of like the genders, like on or like what people want to identify as, and it was extensive. But, so it's just, I mean, like,
you got to think too, because now it's like, all right, I feel like with stuff like that, it's so sensitive where if they were to add said option, then you just gonna open another door for somebody else to say this is not here. So I personally feel like they're trying to, you know, make sure everything is right where they could put everything on it.
Because honestly, my thing is, right, because right now it's just like not a drop down, it's either F or M for male or female, you know. So it's just like, now if they are gonna put that into place, it would just have to be something where we type in like whatever the customer puts on their application, like non-binary. They don't put anything, you put nothing, you know, transgender, whatever, or some, you know, just want to put male or female. But we also have a lot of people that come in and get upset because they identify as a transgender male, woman, or man,
and it's not there, and
they haven't had the official sex change yet. And we're not allowed to put what you tell us to put unless you show us documents. A doctor's note or a surgeon's note saying such and such has had a sex change and now identifies as such and such, you know. And we've been getting a lot of, you know, like upset people behind it because it's just like, oh, you know, like you can't tell me what I am. And we're like, we're not trying to tell you what you are. It's just, I tell people this all the time. I just work here, you know, and I respect what you are. I respect what you identify as. You want me to call you Miss? You want me to call you Mister? You want me to call you nothing or just call you by your name because, you know, some people don't identify as either man or woman. That's fine. I will give you that. But the fact of the matter is that they're not as advanced as you want them to be, you know. And then on top of that, this change just started happening.
That's what I'm saying. I give it a few years before everything is where it should be.
I think it's gonna happen though. I think it's gonna come definitely because one thing I will say about the LGBTQ plus community, they know how to make some noise, okay? And they know how to get it done. Black people take notes. You know what I'm saying? Cause whatever they want done, they had the sign for women that comes on the pads. They had that removed. All of that. So it'll definitely come, but it's just you know, people with platforms, you know, if you really want to like get somewhere, because Lil Mama, I feel like she's been like stagnant and stuck in the same like space for years, you know. It was like past like lip gloss and, you know, like she did the TLC movie or whatever. She's not an A-list celebrity and she's been around for a long time, like since elementary school. You would think that she would be farther than where she is, but I guess people like that, especially when you say things like that, you lose like a whole bunch of different, you lose a whole nother audience, you know. Because they, like I said, they all stick together. And then it's like, piggybacking off of that, you know, a lot of people don't agree with what Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are doing with their daughter. And how old is
12 or 13?
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like that's a decent age to come out because you're about to be a teen. And when I was 13, I was pretty sure of who I was, you know, even though I would say I'm a different person from, of course, when I was 13 to now I'm about to be 24. But that's because of the, you know, like the extra time that I had out in the world to explore. And that you go to college is a whole different world, you know. But 12, 13, I feel like you start in high school, you know, like you really start discovering who you are once you get to high school. So I do think that Zaya, that's her name. Is it Zaya?
Yes.
Yeah, I do think that Zaya is very sure of herself and she knows what she wants. And Dwayne Wade as a father, I commend him because a lot of men would not support that. And I know men that wouldn't support it.
Their own child?
Yeah. Nah, for real. Like, maybe you think differently, you know, like you just want a healthy kid, you know, whether they come out as, you know, a man or a woman, transgender, non-binary, but you have a lot of men that I've seen that have like shared it on my social media and they're like, hell no, I would never, why are you doing this? And women too. Oh, women too. They like, you're a bad father. They calling Gabrielle Union a horrible stepmother and all this other stuff. And why are you letting him turn himself into that and this and this and that? And it's just like, yo, if that's not your kid, mind your business. Mind your business. Like, how does that affect you? Like, when you wake up in the morning time, how does that bother you? And how does that ruin your day? From knowing that there is a man that literally loves his child unconditionally and will support her through whatever she wants to do. Now, if one day she wake up and she decides she want to go back to being a boy, he gonna support that too, you know? But that's what a parent's supposed to do.
Right.
As long as your child is not out here running the streets, doing whatever, you know, not being
killing
a good
people.
kid, exactly, killing people, those are the people you need to worry about. Those are the parents you need to question. Like, and it's just like we have so many much more like bigger problems in the world.
We got bigger fish to fry.
And you worrying about somebody being
a child. You worry about a child.
A 12, 13-year-old. Like, why? And then it's like, it's not even like a, you know, like you said, people only care about things when it's relevant. But it's like, it wasn't like a one and done with that. It's like you constantly see, like, you see it in the news. You see people talking about it on your news feed. Let it go. Like.
But I feel like some people say that it's catching the wind that it's catching because it's who it is.
Famous basketball star.
And a famous actress. Also that if D-Wade wasn't who he was and if she wasn't who she was, they probably wouldn't be jacking it. I don't know.
I don't think so.
we will never know.
Yeah.
But everybody got their opinion.
So they think that because they're in a different light, they're forced to accept it.
Yeah, kind of.
I guess. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because you see, well, also, whose son is it? Is it Magic Johnson's son?
Yeah, but that's different though. It's not different, but it's not different, but it's different because I think he's older, so that's a different. I feel that's a different era, generation, social media. It was really no social media.
It wasn't, but like you said, it was a different generation, a different era, so it was harder.
It was harder, but it wasn't no social media to push it out there to say, yo, this is not right.
So it kind of was just coming from like within and like who knew them.
Exactly. If you knew, you knew. And other than that, it kind of, if you want to be technical, it got pushed under the rug. Because if you don't know who his son is, you wouldn't even, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and his son is very successful too.
Right.
Very successful. So, like I said, if your child is on the right track, who cares what they? Would you care?
I don't care what you do in your leisure time.
Okay.
It's not affecting me. I'm not doing
it. So you would support,
bro? If that's what you want to do, you gonna do what you want to do regardless.
And that's, bro. And it's just like
whether you have my support or not, you will like it.
Know that. Like, and that's what's mind-boggling to me because it's like it's mostly, not even mostly, it's parents that are like, I would never let my kid yada yada yada. Bro, you don't want your son to smoke weed, but he's doing it every day.
If he want to smoke weed, he gonna smoke weed.
You tell your daughter not to cut class, but if she want to cut, you not there with her at school holding her hand. You don't know what she doing.
Like, bro,
you don't know what she do. To be honest, you don't want her ripping and running the street.
Save yourself the headache. And just come to the terms that your kid's gonna do what they want to do.
Exactly. But it's like if you open the door, which is why I'm so grateful for my parents because it was just like
you don't gotta sneak around and do shit.
You don't.
If they
you don't.
You feel me? You know what's
like
X,
been
Y,
there,
Z.
done that.
Exactly.
I know what you're doing. I just rather you let me know what's up. So at the end of the day, I know that you safe.
Oh, word?
You know. That's why honestly, you got some parents now they let their kids smoke weed in the house, like, because it's like honestly, I'd much rather you be doing it in your room. I know where you and your friends are rather than in somebody's trap house or in somebody's park.
And something happened. Yeah.
Exactly. And something happened. The police pull up or whatever. Or God forbid something happened, you know? And it's like, all right, I'm not condoning it, but
right, no.
I know as a parent and being a teenager before, you going to do what you want to do.
But that's where's the disconnect?
I don't know.
Where does the disconnect happen where people reach a certain age and then it's like I've been this age my whole life. I was never 15.
So I don't get what you're going through. I don't get what you're doing. I don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. Mind you, I did it with my parents and my parents did it with their parents. What is it?
I don't know.
And that's why I say I will fight tooth and nail to make sure that I am not the parent that some of these people are. Because they make it hard. Like, and then they wonder why kids start like sneaking around behind their back, and then it's like when it all comes out, you sitting there and you confused, like, oh my gosh, where did I go wrong?
My chest hurt.
My chest hurt. Oh my goodness, my kid is
their
a
hair
delinquent.
start falling out. Yeah,
like you didn't see it. You telling me you didn't see none of the signs? Like you didn't see it, but okay, you know, it's like they become parents and they just think they know everything. You're a human. You're still learning.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like, yeah, you older than me. You got some years on me. You got more wisdom. You know, you've been around longer. But we learn something new every single day as human beings.
At least you're supposed to.
Some people just don't want to, you know. They like, no, I know everything. I don't need to know nothing else. Then they can't call them from jail and you just found something new. Like, oh, I didn't know my son was scamming. I didn't know my son was. And you wanna know what's crazy, right? It's the era of the scammers. How do these mothers think that their sons is paying for all of this stuff, but they McDonald's paycheck? Like, I just, you know, cause even I see it and I'd be like, yo, don't he work at Marshall's? How is he in the yams right now in a rental that I know costs $10K for a week? Like, how? Oh yeah, he definitely doing something on the side. Like, it's common sense, bro. What?
I'm just looking at you.
But I'm saying, but the look you giving me is just
what
like,
look am I giving you?
You like, you agree?
I'm not saying anything.
Of course not. Of course not. Come on, chime in. What do you think?
I didn't say nothing.
Am I capping? Am I telling the truth?
No, you're not capping at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just looking at you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they turn a blind eye to it. Like,
you know what it is too, possibly. if you benefiting from certain shit, you would turn your eye to.
Yeah, but not.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Because it's like, all right, like it's like, how can I explain it? It's like you'll tell them a piece of it, but you won't tell them everything.
Mm-hmm.
They'll dress it up in a way where it's like, oh nah, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
da da da. But like you said, so when the feds come and knocking on their door, like, yo, your son
grand larceny,
3rd degree
smuggling, and
right, and you just like, huh?
I did not. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Right, because
They'd be like, Miss, your son is driving a 2021 BMW
because
he's 17.
he told his mother he was doing homework for people online.
Well, he was trading stocks.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you was doing more than trading stocks. Like, so I'm just, I don't know, man. Where's the disconnect? Like he said, where I want to know where it is. I hope that when I become a parent, I don't get parent brain and just like forget my.
I think that's old head shit.
Gotta be. Just
We gonna be the illest old heads, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna be some wavy old heads. I'm not even gonna cap.
Mm-hmm. Especially our music, bro. Because you know now, like when you hear them play like they back in the day music, it's like, oh, yo, this
you know what's crazy? Because I was at work the other day and I just like it finally hit me like I am my mother and father's child. Like as much shit, you know how angry I used to be when I wake up and hear that old ass shit. Like, yo, turn this shit off, bro. Like I'm just trying to play the game in peace and y'all playing this shit. But now it's like I fuck with it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nah, I'm a mom and dad's child. It's crazy.
Yep.
So I gotta go talk to my dad and be like, you know what, son? I apologize because I used to give you shit, but you know what? Y'all did a good job. Cause I got good taste in music now. But yeah,
my parents did a good job too, for the most part.
Yeah, we turned out pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
decent.
You a little edgy. I'm fuck with you.
I'm not edgy. I'm calm. Know what I'm saying? I just got a little temper.
A little mean streak to you. Right?
Yeah, slightly. But it's only because I care, you know. Other than that, yeah, we turned out pretty cool. Shout out to our parents, you know.
Yes, sirski.
They did a good job. But yeah, we could do Sweetie and Quavo and then. No,
not really.
Really?
Not really tie in.
That's a little quick one too.
Okay.
I just wanted to say.
No, we gonna cut it. We gonna cut this episode to an end.
Men are trash. That's it.
We gonna cut this episode to an end. This is what episode 4 we on? Wow, episode 4 of 2FacedTV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We had a good weekend.
Me
and you, we went out on Saturday. We got a little special. We got something special coming out too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
two special things actually.
That's one.
The thing with you, and then the DM.
Oh yeah. Facts. But y'all know how we coming, man. We outside. But this has been episode 4 of 2FacedTV. We out.